Good evening there. Welcome to my live broadcast number 199. Broadcasting live from Auckland, New Zealand. My name is Ki Pure and I'm addressing the Billion Coin community. Well now, one more day before the end of the working week. That means there's one day less till the end of redemption of May. So I hope you're holding on there as long as you can. The cookie, the last week of the cookie rewards from the send button meetings. If you can hang on that long, that's good. But if you can't, doesn't matter. What you gain after you redeem will roll over for November. And remember, November is the last redemption the TBC will have. Why? Because they're going fully automated. So that sounds pretty good. Any cookies, well, as I see it, any cookies you earn on the way through automatically go into your, will I take it, wallet? Or back office first, or I think it'd be wallet. Yeah, so that's another exciting thing to look forward to. Yeah, that's 6-7 months away. But it'll come up quicker than you think. Now, I've just come out of watching a new person on it. She's not new. On the blog. Mind you, there's 4 videos on the blog, this latest blog post out there. Her name is Christina Tangay. She's a newie, but she's trying real hard, and I listened to her most of the way through. But for the newie ones here, you might want to have a look at it. Have a look at her broadcast because she's really good. Yeah, and she's trying her hardest. Yeah. And that's a good step forward. Knowing people that are giving it a go, trying to boost TBC up, bring it up as quick as we can, and at the same time moving forward. What else? Yeah. So my first post is, what sort of questions do you ask people when you looking to sign up a person, or he or she, or a group? What sort of questions do you ask them? Okay, so I'll open this post up. I'll just share the screen and we'll just go and open up this post. It's an old one. Some of you might be familiar with it, but we'll just go through it. And it starts off at the top here. What type of questions do you ask? So let me start off this article recognizing that I'm addressing humans and not computers. If I were answering a computer, my answer would be comprehensive, unbiased, and full of facts and measurable figures. But I'm addressing humans from all walks of life, living all over the world. So that makes answering questions complicated. On the one hand, if I put too much detail in an answer, it could turn some people off because it would require too much reading for them. That's just one example. And I could go on and on with many examples of why it is complicated to answer questions. I'm going to try to dig into a minute of answering all questions that come up about TBC currently. In fact, I have already answered so many of these questions in previous blogs. This blog does have a keyword search on the upper right hand side of it. So use it. So use the keyword searches right up here. See there where it's got search there. That's what he's telling you. A question that does come up a lot has to do with the available options to make the $10 payment to admin. For now, we have 3 options and more coming. Bitcoin has been the most popular way admin has been paid so far, but we are moving away from it towards Litecoin for many reasons enumerated in recent blog posts. Credit cards is the third option. TBC does not have a world-class credit card processor today because we fall into that high-risk category for many reasons. Less than 25% of the credit cards used to submit a payment to TBC are accepted by that credit card processor. That's how a high-risk credit card processor protects itself against fraud and massive chargebacks. Plus, a high-risk credit card processor is not going to have full access to all benefits that a world-class credit card processor gets to have. I hope you get the point. PayPal is a non-option for TBC because you have to fit into the status quo perfectly to get an account, and TBC doesn't fall into any acceptable category as far as they are concerned. TBC is driving towards changing the status quo. We don't want to just fit into it, as mentioned many times before. The status quo breeds more poverty, and TBC is on a mission to end poverty globally. We can't have it both ways, guys. Another recurring question that comes up has to do with migration. When is migration going to happen? Well, we'll just stop there. When is everybody going to migrate? It's been there about a year almost. Remember, the first question is, when is migration going to happen? Now that it's happened almost a year old, there's still millions of them that still got to migrate. But you've been warned. You've been warned out there, you lose your coins. Allow me some time to use this question to address the question in the title of this article. What type of questions do you ask? Are you asking questions that empower you or questions that paralyze you? That, my friends, is the most important question to ask. The answer to that question lays within you and has nothing to do with me, TBC, or anything else outside of our control. The truth is, if you analyze the opportunities around you too much, you will become too paralyzed to take advantage of them. Where else in the world are you going to find the kind of financial leverage you get as a member of TBC? Well, there you go. 100 kg versus 5 kg. So that picture answers the question. Financial leverage such as this can only be found within the circles of the elite who use it. Platform trading to assess it, where money is basically created out of thin air. If you do any research at all on the subject, your eyes will pop out of your head when you discover what is available to the elite. It's crazy. They can invest like $1 billion and get paid like $1 billion a week on a 5-year contract. It's a big secret, but it is all over the internet. Laughing out loud, that's crazy. Crazy part is, it is true. Do you think the elite put in $1 billion of work in each week? Do you think they are taking $1 billion of weekly risk? Oh no. What's good enough for the goose is good enough for the gander, as the saying goes. The elite have always had the power to end poverty, and these days it would have only taken a few keystrokes on a computer to do it. That's how most of the money is created today. And by the way, but instead they have us all running around chasing our tails and becoming more miserable each passing year. What a total waste of human potential is spread throughout humanity within this modern world. TBC was designed to give its members massive financial leverage and the way out of the mess the elite have created. Yet, in spite of this grand gift of humanity, some of you are paralyzed by the questions you are asking, as though the answers would even make a difference. You see, the ones making a lot of money in TBC did not start by asking all the questions first. In fact, most of the questions they asked were self-directed. Most important answers are found from within oneself. How many Kringle gifts can I give out a day? Well, first you got to give out one. Since they are practically unlimited, how many ways can I accept payment when someone wants to pay me for some of my Kringles? How can I become more likable in the world, since people usually do business with someone they like? Who do I want to partner with inside of the TBC community? Yeah, pretty silly questions, eh? I mean, if your sponsored referred you, you would go with your sponsor. You wouldn't go around TBC community looking for somebody else to do business with. Do you understand why these self-directed questions are the most important? Because they empower you. You have control over you. You have very little control over anything or anyone else in your world. Why wait for anything? Get going. You really don't need to know all the answers in order to make money in TBC today. Get educated along the way by reading the blog here. Follow the scripted training inside the Kringle Cashback office. We renamed that training Get Paid Today. Show up to the meetings with your leaders in TBC. Watch the videos of the people that are making money now in TBC. And ask yourself how you can be more like them so you can have similar results. First of all, the blog has a lot of your answers in there. And they're all in there. And the majority of them are all repetitive. Just being told by different people. Okay, sometimes the answers you are seeking from admin might confuse you. Some of you have never hired an employee to work for you or never have led a team before. You have no reference point that would otherwise come from personal experience. This is why I am extra cautious when I supply answers to questions. I do my best to stay inside the Goldilocks zone when I'm addressing the entire community. I'm going to tell you my job has very little to do with your role in TBC. Trust me, I'm doing the best job I can and even I don't have all the answers. This is a journey for all of us together. I really just want all of you to find empowerment, and that leads you back to yourself. The TBC economy is emerging now. It doesn't exist yet. TVC currency does exist now, and together we are distributing it globally. Are you aware that you don't even have to have a send button in order to do your part in distributing it? Don't you know already that you don't have to wait for migration to get your send button turned on now? The bank is coming, but at first you will only be able to get $500 a week from it. Don't you realize you can make more than that right now through the Kringle Cash system? Now, because this is an old post, we see that $500 a week. That's when admin was going to put us through the Fiat Bank, and what admin had found, the moment we would have gone in there, and we had enough members at the time, which was I think a million then. And what would have happened is fiat currency would have controlled TBC. That's what a lot of people don't understand about the fiat currency. So admin chose not to accept their terms. I also deal with some people that are negatively charged when they ask questions. No matter how I answer a question, their response to the answer will always be negative. I do my best to make these encounters as brief as possible because I don't like wasting my time. I think I have given you all a pretty good idea of why the type of questions is so important. So, when is migration? Well, in a way, we are already doing the proper preparation to migrate right now. We have been sorting out the leaders of TBC. We have over 2.7 million members, and the ones stepping forward doing YouTube testimonials will be groomed to become TBC leaders. We have a communication tree structure where we will put our best leaders at the top of it and make sure migration gets the proper team support to go smoothly. Frankly, we can't migrate until that is done. We have always turned on or over 1,000 send buttons, and it seems like we could turn on 10,000 more now. Current coin network is pretty stable right now, and if someone that has a send button follows the protocols we have established, it will allow us to keep adding more send buttons ongoing up to the time of migration. Now, as today, I think everyone who has registered has pretty much all got the send buttons on that I know of. So, if you have a send button, why do you care when migration happens? Ask yourself that. Do you really need a system that confirms a transaction faster than Bitcoin right now? TBC and Bitcoin take about the same amount of time to confirm. At the moment, so the new coin network will confirm in seconds and will be stable enough for mass adoption. But in my opinion, that's not as important as you just making some money now. Go and make money now on TBC. Stop making excuses. Hurry up and wait for some more. People like that will always have an excuse to hurry up and wait, even after we have all migrated. They will still be waiting on something else. Don't be one of those people You need the money now? Go get it. I did answer this question before. Here is a quote of what I said, and it is still the same answer. I've become even more gun-shy to suggest a date of when we will migrate, because I've been accused of dangling the carrot and moving the goalposts and such, and I only have so much ability to predict things once they complete them. Earlier the better as far as I'm concerned. Looks like that within the first quarter of 2018, both the bank and migration will happen. I push hard every day for things to happen sooner than later. Yeah, it's still the same answer. But it won't happen in the short month of February. I got my eye on March. We have to wait for the new coin developers to finish, and they missed the early December deadline by a mile. Holidays impact timeline considerably. We all have to learn how to get over disappointment. It's much better to remain in a state of gratitude, press forward, no matter what or when something happens. Guys, be more selective on the type of question you ask. Leaders help uncover the motives people have that ask you questions by answering a question with a revealing type question. Help the people that ask you questions to understand that empowerment comes from within. TBC is a wonderful tool in the hands of an empowered person. Right. The last post, I'll just bring that up. This guy was good. Facts tell his story sell. And I probably won't finish it all tonight, but I'll go down as far as I can, and we'll see what it looks like for tomorrow night. Okay, I promised you an article on the subject of being excited, and here it is. You all have so much to be excited about TBC right now. Yet some of you are still struggling to assess the great wealth contained in your TVC wallets. Why do some people make it look so easy to sell TBC, while others who truly believe in TBC are having such a hard time selling TVC? Best of all, this is a constant situation. This is a sales situation, no matter what you are selling. Some people make it look easy, while others fail miserably. Those that fail usually try to cover up their failure by blaming it on something outside of their control. Big mistake. It's a big mistake. The minute you start to blame dooms you to continued failure. The answer is and always will be within you. Never forget that. TBC doesn't lift people out of poverty just by giving them a gift of automatic wealth creation. TBC is a community that works together to guide the poor on how to think, feel, and act in a way that elevates them day by day. Who is in charge of the way you think, feel, and act? The correct answer is you are. You are in charge of you. You do have the power to emulate. Examine the successful people in TBC. What do they have in common? One thing they have in common is they are all truly excited about TBC. You can hear and feel their excitement when you see them speak. I watch a lot of testimonial videos every day, and I can tell in just 5 seconds of watching who is making money now in TBC and who is not. It is self-evident who is excited and who isn't. If you are looking for some good reasons to be excited about TB, about the current situation of TBC, I will certainly provide that to you in this article. But reason is not enough. I will also provide you some techniques to boost your ability to become excited. Plus, I'm going to teach you what to talk about when it comes to TBC and who to talk to so you can start earning money now in TBC. I could make a case right now that this is the easiest time to sell TBC ever. And in this 2019 promo, this is the easiest time now because you don't have to do anything other than purchase. And you have several ways to purchase TBCs. The chance will never come again. Okay, we have a brand new year ahead of us and holidays, and the holiday blues are behind us now. Breakdown in the current TBC technology has patched up good enough to add more send buttons. That breakdown was a huge downer for the whole community, but we have recovered. We are at the turning point now, and the only direction for us is up. We have turned on 1,402 send buttons, and I'm confident we could turn on 10,000 more right away. Migration is only a few short weeks away from now, and then everybody's send button will be turned on for those that paid for it. The testimonial videos pouring in now have really given the TBC community a boost in morale. Plus, it has made it a lot easier to identify the successful people in TBC, because before it was almost like they were enjoying success in secret. So many new faces and TBC stories are appearing now, and perception of just how big we really are becoming more evident. Always remember that TBC started out as just an idea in the head of one person, and now look at us. We have 2.7 million people verified. Now that's gone up big time. It's 3.3 million verified members, with just a little few more over, and that's a lot. Yet we are light years away from saturating the market because 7.5 billion people have never heard of TBC. Discounters of TBC are stomped out quickly now, and we'll never let them take us over again like they did before. Cookie Rewards is turning people into millionaires faster than anything else out there. The value of the gift we are sharing is quickly approaching 1,000. Now it's over $2,000 now. Stacks of training and tools available to all now is through the roof. More or less free of charge. Admin and tech support have proven that you can count on them. TBC leaders are popping up everywhere. There are just so many reasons to be excited, we can hardly count them all. Okay, so this brings us back to you. You need to shift your emotional state of excitement. It's from an emotional state of excitement you will find selling TBC to be so easy. One way to define excitement is high energy. When you are excited, you talk faster, don't you? You move faster, don't you? Who is in charge of how fast you talk, how fast you move? You are. So just start talking faster. And don't be afraid to move your arms around when you are talking. Stop being so stiff Act excited. Allow yourself to dream. TBC can make your dreams come true. Stop being so dang quiet when you talk. Increase the volume by at least 25% louder. When you walk, walk at least 25% faster. Your body provides a feedback loop to your brain. When you behave excited, the brain comes up with reasons to justify being excited. Romance, TBC, fall in love, smile, and daydream. When you look at the money in your TBC wallet, don't be disappointed because you can't spend it yet. Be excited about what you will spend it on when the time comes. You see what I'm saying here? Empowerment comes from within you. Already got the power to change you, be the success you have always wanted. I'm going to cut this short here because, no, I won't. I'll finish it. Now, who should talk about TBC? $100 is needed to take advantage of the cookie rewards. You should sort out your prospects and spend your time talking to people that have at least $100. If you spend all your time talking to people that don't have $100, you're not going to make any sales. Plus, it is super frustrating to everyone if you try to get blood out of a stone. $100 people are everywhere. Identify them and then surround yourself with them. Hang out with the $100 people. Spend less time with the broke people. You can still care about everyone, but don't spend all your time with broke people or worse, negative people. The good news is you are not limited to just your hometown. TBC is global, and you can hang out with people from all over the world on the internet. Trust me, when you give $1,000 gift to $100 person, later they will gladly pay you $100 to get some more cookie rewards. Then they will gladly accept $50 commission from you when they partner up with you to spread TBC to their friends. Trick is, you got to look and act like $100 person in order to hang out with them. Even if you're not already $100 person yet, in just one sale you officially become $100 person. Now for the words you choose, too many people bore everyone with facts. Facts tell the one. The less time you spend describing TBC, the better. Yeah, yeah. Here you go. Here. What is TBC? So we won't go down there. In fact, I'll stop sharing, and it's my turn to come back live. What do we got? And hang on, one moment. No. Yeah, don't forget about this. We're running short of days because redemption is almost upon us. And I think we got one more. Have we got one more send button meeting or two? One, eh?
One.
Just got one more. New Zealand is Tuesday coming. Other parts of the world will be Monday coming. Okay. So there's one more redemption. One more send button meeting. Remember, there's 10 in there now. And then start redeeming. I'd like to thank all of these watching. And Sister Carol, thank you, Sister Carol. And Adrian Uma, thank you, brother. And my wife Bex for being my moderator. But I got to make the coffee. And Sister Violet, thank you, sis. and Brother Gilbert, and also Brother Bill. Thank you all for watching this live broadcast. And tomorrow night, both Bex and I will be on our 200, so see how we go. Anyway, God goes with you all, and peace.